Now then, thanks for the feedback off the first video. Apparently some of you want more videos, so here's me trying to do more videos. I'm just going to dive straight into it because I'm not good at all that soppy bollocks. But so what I'm on with on my Harley at the minute is trying to mount my transmission. And there's a few things to talk about. First off, I welded the hardtail in on this bike. And I think it was from V-Twin Manufacturing. I got a nice one with the decent like cast axle plates and this like cast tree at the top here. So like, you know, in theory now it looks like an old frame. It looks alright anyways. For whatever reason, what that has meant is where my transmission mounts, these uprights here, I've had to make some spaces because there's about a 1/2 inch gap there. So I've had to make these little brass, like I say, spacers, whatever you want to call them, so that my transmission sits level, plate sits level. Also, what I've done is, this is my old transmission plate, and I thought, oh yeah, this is just a bit old and a bit crap, and like you can see, it's like 2 bits of metal welded together, which I think is maybe an original one, I don't know. But I thought I'll buy a new one, so I bought a nice new adjustable one off W&W, which you can see in here. But the keen-eyed ones among you will spot that this is not sat right. This is not sat right. So what you can see is it's not bolted down, so it's moving a bit. That's why I keep shifting it. But you can see even when you pull it down, there's like a gap under here. And at first I was like, what? Why is that how it's supposed to sit? What's going on there? And then what I've realised is what I've done is the axle plate that I've bought, the transmission mounting plate that I've bought, isn't right for this transmission because it should have these cutouts in it so that it can sit down nice and flat on the plate. Yeah, so that's fun. So let's see if we can get this out and show you a bit more detail. Don't lose your clutch rod. So you've got these bits are the bits that stick up for some reason. Can you see? And you want it to sit down flat on that, which this allows. That's how you want it to sit. Whereas because I've not on that new axle plate, it was sitting on there, and so it was sitting like that, and what we want is to sit nice and flush, he says. Probably got it the wrong way around. Anyways, you get the idea. So I can either go back to using the old one, or I can buy a new one. I don't know, I'll have a think. I'll sit and have a look at the W&W website later and see how much they are and all that good stuff. The other thing I'm doing is I'm waiting for some slightly longer bolts. All these bolts are 3/8 UNF, and I bought a colony kit for like mounting your transmission, but annoyingly they come with like spring washers and these pretty little dome nuts, which is nice, but all these vibrate like buggery, so I want to put lock nuts on, because we've all felt that pain and we all know what it feels like, and unfortunately the 3/8 bolts that I've got are a little bit short, so I've ordered some 1.5 long ones and I'm going to put them on. The other thing that I'm doing, because we don't want to make it easy for ourselves, do we? No. I am trying to change this from hand clutch and foot shift to foot clutch and hand shift. Now, a few people have explained the difficulties and how much of a ball ache that is, and it's not very safe to ride and all this sort of stuff, but unfortunately it's just an itch I've got to scratch. So yeah, I'm doing it. So again, I bought a nice little kit on WW's got a little kit for like 120 quid or something like that, and it comes with like the foot shift bit and the plate for mounting it, and this nice little jockey shift lever, which fits on here. And so you sort of think, oh, it's easy, you just buy the parts and bolt it on. Yeah, I could do, but annoyingly, this isn't very good, I'm afraid. Now, I don't know how you can see it on the video, I don't know if you can get it to even to focus on that. Is it going to focus? I don't know. Anyways, the thread there is rubbish. I bought this, it was fairly cheap, it's supposed to go on, gets about a turn and a half on, it sticks, won't go any further than that. I mean, when you look at the end of that metal, it's not exactly pretty, is it? I don't think it looks all that great. So, in the interest of custom motorcycle building, I think what I'm probably going to do is have a go at building one of these myself. So I'm going to need to buy a few bits for that. I've got some 5mm steel that I think I will have an initial go, because what the first thing I need to do is like figure out where all these holes are. I think they all sit on the same diameter. The technical term for it is a PCD, but we won't bore you with that. So yeah, I've just got to like figure that out. I'm going to try making and drilling one out of a 5mm sheet of steel. I think I'd like to buy some stainless and do it out of stainless in the end, because the tricky bit's going to be the threaded end. The easiest thing to do is to probably just weld a bolt in, get the piece of steel, bend it up, weld a bolt on, and then what I'll do is I'll make my own. I'll make something much nicer than this. I've got this idea in my head of like a nice wooden grip. But yeah, I'll have a go at making one out of mild steel first. And like I say, I'll use that process to record like all the holes and the bends and all that good stuff. And then what I might do is see if I can get a set made up to put on the website to sell. But that might take me a long time. But I think it'd be a worthwhile exercise, because I just sort of think it's always disappointing when you get bits from W&W, like, and it's crap, and I think I can do better than that myself. So yeah, put your money where your mouth is, basically. I'm going to have a go at making some of them myself, I reckon. Yeah, so that's probably enough of a video for today. If you've got any questions, ask. Or what probably will be better is if you've got any tips on making good videos, or tell me what you want to see in my videos, and all that good stuff. So have fun in your garage, and I'll see you later. Ta-da.